Hello champions, I'm Teacher Adam. Welcome to my math class, and we are still going to continue with our topic, simplifying of surds. This is one of the most commonly asked questions in Igcse, both math extended and core. We're going to the first question. It says, show that 2 over 6 minus 3 root 2 can be written in the form in the form a plus root a over b, where a and b are integers. Show you're working clearly. These are 3 marks question. So the same thing we say, we have our surd in form of a over b as a fraction 3 root 2. So what are we going to do here, candidate? We are supposed to get a conjugate. A conjugate is exactly the same surd but different sign. If it was algebraic expression, we could say it's exactly algebraic expression with different sign. If one is positive, the other one will be negative. The same we apply here. Now we rationalize the denominator. The first thing that we do when you multiply a surd with its conjugate, you'll be able to simplify. You'll be able to remove the square root symbol. Now, and this is the same as, is the same exactly. When you expand these two surds here, it is exactly the same as the difference of 2 square. Calculating the difference of 2 squares, expanding. So 6 times 6, what do you get in the denominator? You get 36. And then the 6 itself multiplied by this one. 6 times 3, it's 18 root 2. Then you go minus 3 root 2. Minus 3 root 2 times 6 is minus 18 root 2. Then minus 3 root 2 times, so you have 3 root 2 times 3 root 2. We know 3 times 3 is 9, but root 2 times root 2 is 2. That's the law of surd. So 9 times 2, 3 times 3, we multiply this one. 3 times 3 is 9. Root 2 times root 2 is 2. So 9 times 2, you get 18. Minus 3 root 2 times that, you get minus 18. Correct. Now you have this. Now you have 36 minus 18. Remember here, the first one here, we have plus. This is 36 plus 18, because this is positive. Plus 18 root 2 minus 18 root 2. That's where the mistake was. Then you say this one, the 2 will turn to 0. Then you say 36 minus 18. What do you get? We get 18. So on the denominator. Then we go to the top. Now on the top, we have 2 times 6, you get 12, plus 2 times 3 is 6 root 2 over 18. So the common multiple between all of them is 6. You can open with 6. 6 inside is 2 plus root 2 over 6 times 3, 18. So cancel. What do you get? You get 2 plus root 2. If you simplify here, so you get 6 into 2 plus root 2, then over 6 and then 3. When you cancel this one, you get 2 plus root 2 over 3. This is the answer. But now, if you go to your law, the law said leave your answer in the form of a plus root a over b. So it's exactly what we got, 2 plus root 2 over 3. This is the answer. And this is how you get your 3-mark question. Correct. We go to question. Another question. Express 8 over root 5 minus 1 in the form of root a plus b, where a and b are integers. Show each stage of your working clearly. This is simple. Exactly the same. Let's get a conjugate. What is a conjugate, dear candidate? We say a conjugate is exactly the same surd, like root 2 minus 5. So its conjugate will be a positive one. It will be root 5 plus 1. That will be its conjugate. So it will be root 5 plus 1. So what do we do in that case? We'll do by simplifying the denominator. So multiply by its conjugate. Multiply the numerator by its conjugate. Correct. Then root 5 times root 5 on the denominator. Root 5 times root 5 is 5. We say a surd multiplied by a surd. It's the same as the number in the root, like root 2 times root 2, you get 2. root 3 times root 3, you get what? 3. What does this mean? 3 power a half times 3 power a half is the same as 3. A half plus a half is 1. 3 power 1 is 3. This is exactly the same. Square root, we said a square root symbol, a square root of a number is the same as a power a half. So any number power a half is like you're finding the square root of the same number. This is what it means. So whenever I say root 5 times root 5, you should know what's talking about. So root 5, and then take root 5 times 1, you get plus root 5. Then negative 1 times root 5, you say minus root 5. Then negative 1 times positive 1 is minus 1. Then what do we get? So here we have 5 plus 5 minus 5. Obviously, this one is 0. Minus 1. So our answer in the denominator is 4. Our numerator, expansion, it will be 8 root 5, because 8 times root 5, we say 8 times that, and then 8 times that. What do you get? 8 times root 5, you get 8 root 5, and then 8 times 1 is 8. Divide by 4. Then simplify. Common factor between the numerator and denominator is 4. 4 into 8 root 5 divided by 4, you get 2 root 5, plus 8 divided by 4, you get 2 over 4. Simplify 4. What do you get? Your answer is 2 root 5 plus 2. Up to here we are correct. But what does the question say? The question says we have so this is where examiner's trick is. This is examiner's tricks. They lie here. Because if you live in this case, that means you might get 2 marks, but not get, you get the method correct, you get the method working correct, but the answer will be, if you put this answer, the answer will be 0. Because they want you to leave your answer in the form of root A. They want you to leave your answer in the form of root A plus B. So what do we do in that case? Leave our answer in root A plus B, not 2 root 5. So we exactly understand if our answer is 2 root 5 plus 2, and they want us in root A plus B. So we know to get 2, there was something that has been done there. It was square root 4 times square root 5 plus 2. This is what gave you 2. So if we leave in this form so that we can have root A, so that we can have as root A, all of this should be as root A, all these 2. So when we're multiplying, we understand now, when we're multiplying surds, if it's root A times root B is the same as root AB. This is the rule that we need to apply here. The rule of surd that we're applying here. So we just say, now in that case, root A, so we say is the same as root 20, because 4 times 5 is 20 plus 2. So our answer will now turn into root 20 plus 2. This is the examiner's trick. And this one now, if you do, you get correct answer. Correct. Igcse is really, really good. Let's look for another question. This is an amazing question. They say the area of a rectangle. So we have a rectangle here. A rectangle has 90 degrees over there. That's why a rectangle. You say its area is 18 square centimeter. And then the length of the rectangle. What's the length of the rectangle? The length of the rectangle. So we say the area of a rectangle is 18 square centimeter. So our area is 18 square centimeter. Then the length of the rectangle is, we have the length. The length of the rectangle is root 7 plus 1 centimeter. Without using a calculator and showing each stage of your working, find the width of the rectangle. Give your answer in the form of, so we need to give our answer in the form of A root B plus C, where A, B, and C are integers. Correct. Now, they say without using calculator and show each stage of your working, find the width of the, okay, we know area of a rectangle is obviously length times width. Correct. Now, we can do length times width. But now, the area is 18 square centimeter, correct? Then we have our length as root 7 plus 1 times width. We don't know width. So to get the width, we understand that we have to divide root 7 plus 1 divided by root 7 plus 1, so that we make width the subject of the formula. So width is equal to 18 divided by root 7 plus 1. Now let's simplify, because we say give your answer in the form of root a root b plus c. We have to get this one. To get this one, we have to multiply by its conjugate. We have to multiply by its conjugate. Is exactly the same side but different sign. If the other one was positive, this one will be negative. So we have negative. When we multiply this root 7 by root 7, start by the denominator. It is 7. Root 7 minus that, you say minus root 7. Then 1, that becomes plus root 7. Then 1 times that, negative 1. This is 0, so 7 minus 1 is 6. So we have, at the number, we have 6. We have 6. Then, numerator, we have 18 into root 7 minus 1. At the numerator, we have 6. Correct. Now, here, we can simplify by 6. So we can say 18 divided by 6. Yeah, because if you multiply, obviously, we'll have 18 root 7. So we'll have this. If you multiply, it will be 18 root 7 minus 18 over 6. And then we have to simplify by 6. If we have to simplify by 6 outside, it will be 3 root 7 minus 3 divided by 6. So 6 cancel. So our obviously answer will be 3 root 7 minus 3. But the answer was supposed to be, so this is the form. 3 root 7, the form was, leave your answer in the form of a root b plus c. Correct. So this will be our correct answer. Wow, that's nice. This is 3 root 7 minus 3 centimeter. That's good. We get the width. Next question. The next question say, show that 4 plus root 8. Show that 4 plus root 8 over root 2 minus 1 can be written in the form of a plus b root 2, where a and b are integers. Show each stage of your working clearly and give the value of a and the value of b. Correct. This is very good. So to rationalize this, what does it mean? If you have this kind of question, so you have 4 plus root 8 divided by root 2 minus 1. So get a conjugate. We will multiply by root 2 plus 1, multiply by root 2 plus 1. Correct. Come to the denominator. Root 2 times root 2, what do you get? Root 2 times root 2, you get 2. Root 2 times 1, you say plus root 2. And then negative 1 times root 2 minus root 2. Negative 1 times positive 1 is minus 1. Then this one you get as 0. So 2 minus 1 is 1. And then go on the top. We have 4 plus root 8 times root 2 plus 1. Expand. 4 times root 2, you get 4 root 2. 4 times 1 is plus 4. Then root 8 times root 2. Root 8 times root 2 is the same as, so we have root 8 times root 2. This one, you can expand them to be on the same. Root 8 times root 2, this is the same as root 4 times, root 8 is the same as root 4 times root 2, which is 2 root 2 times root 2. Root 2 times root 2 is 2, so 2 times 2 is 4. So this is root 8 times root 2, you get 4. Our answer, because this is 2 root 2 times root 2, which is 2 times 2, we get 4. Then root 8 times that one, you get plus root 8. 4 root 2. 4 root 2. So you say you have 4 root 2 plus 4 plus 4. That means, let's add that one. 4 root 2 plus root 8 plus 4 plus 4 plus 8. Correct. Then 4 root 2 plus 8. 8 is the same as 2 root 2. 2 root 2 plus 8. Then this one, when adding, we say the law here. When adding, if it's a root b plus c root b, simply because then the number inside the square root is the same, you add a plus c and you keep, this is the law. this law of Surds that we're applying here. So what do we do in that case? So we say 4 plus 2, then keep the number in the inside the square root. So we say 6 root 2. So we have 6 root 2 plus 8. Correct. So our answer is 6 root 2 plus 8. Then say leave your answer in the form a plus b root 2. So we have, remember, this is what we got on the numerator. And then let's go back to denominator. Denominator, what did we get on the denominator? What we got on the denominator was 1. So this 6 over 2 divided by 1 is exactly the same as 6 root 2 plus 8. Now, is it in the form of a plus b root 2? Yes. Our a is 8. So write our a is 8 plus 6 root 2. Yeah, this is the answer. So our a is 8. Our b is 6. Correct. And that's how you solve this kind of question. In the following equation, n is an integer greater than 1. So this we say in the following equation, in the following equation, n is an integer greater than 1. So you have root 2 power n is equal to k root 2. Correct. Find k when n is 7. So here, find k when n is equal to 7. This is amazing. This is really amazing. And then another question say, find n when k is equal to 64. Correct. So what do we do in this case? Wow, this is really, really amazing. So say in the following equation, n is an integer greater than 1. So it's simple. It's very simple. Root 2 n is equal to 7 is equal to k root 2. How do we solve this kind of question? We know that root 2 here, root 2 is the same as 2 power a half. Root 2 is the same as 2 power a half. So if you have 2 power a half, then outside is 7, should be equal to k multiplied by 2 power a half. That's fine. Then if you do this, it will be same as 2 power 7. Remember, a half times 7, it means 7 over 2. Should be equal to k times 2 power a half. Correct. Now, we are now going to get our answers correctly. Now we say, so we have 2 power 3.5. So we see now we have both numbers, and we need to get the value of k. To get the value of k, because here we say they have the same base. So we understand that if we say if you take, what happens here says if we take 2 power 3.5 should be equal to a factor k times 2 power that number. So it means if we take 2 power 3.5, and then our answer divide by 2 power 0.5, we should be able to get the correct answer. So that means our k here, because we need k, and remember this is equal to that. So if we can make k the subject here, we can make k the subject of the formula. Here we can apply the law of integers. So we divide by 2 power a half, divide by 2 power a half. If you do this, so our k will be equal to 2 power 3.5 divided by 2 power 0.5. And then our k will be equal to 8. This is the correct answer. Then we go to option B. Find n when k is 64. So we need to find n when k is equal to 64. This is simple. So we say root 2 power n is equal to 64 root 2. Wow, this is amazing. So how do we do in this case? Laws of indices. Laws of indices, or some books call it exponent. Yeah? So how? They are both root 2, root 2. So let's put it in the same base. Same base. So you have root 2 power n is equal to 2. 64 in base, like if you have a base of 2, is the same as 2 power, is the same as 2 power 6. 2 power 6 root 2. Now we need to have our n. How do we get our n? We say this is the same as 2 power a half. Power n is equal to 2 power 6 times root 2. Remember, is 2 power a half. Any square root of a number is the same as a power a half. Correct. This is exactly what we need to do. This is exactly what we are supposed to calculate. This is exactly what we are supposed to solve. Amazing. So then you apply 2 power 6. So if you do this, that means you have 2 power 6 times 2 power a half. And then what do we do in that? Numbers with the same base. When you multiply numbers with the same base, what do you do to the power? We keep the power. We keep the base the same, and then 6, we add the powers. 6 plus a half. So our answer will be the same as, it will be the same as 2 power 6.5, because a half is just, that's it. When you multiply numbers with the same base. Then here we have, when you're multiplying numbers, we have 2, when you open the bracket, it means you multiply them. So you have 2 power 0.5. A half is the same as 0.5 times n. 0.5 n is equal to 2 power 6.5. If law of indices, what did we say? When the base are the same, if the base are the same and they are equal, we also assume the powers are the same. So what do we do here? We equate the powers. So equate the powers because the base is the same. So what do we do in that case? In that case, we say 0.5n is equal to 6.5. Divide by 0.5, divide by 0.5. We need to get the value of n. N will be equal to 6.5 divided by 0.5. What do we get? 13. That's how you get. This is how you get marks. This is how you get marks. If you do this, there is no way you fail Surds question. You see, Surds concept has been mixed with laws of indices together at once. So this is where the examiners put tricks just for you to fail simple question. Dear candidate, meet me on my next math class. See you at the Top Champion. Thank you.